Hi guys, I'm Faith. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be making this beanie. It is going to go with this blanket that I'll be showing in another video. But for the time that I had made it, the plan was to come out with another video while I was finishing up this project, the blanket, but I ended up finishing both before I could get any of the videos out, because that is life. But I want to show you how to make this beanie, and it's gonna just be more like a vlog kind of thing. I just did it for fun. It's not really a tutorial, but I'm going to tell you what I used. I used a 5mm crochet hook, and the yarn asked for 5mm, and it's medium weight. So, and I'll show you all that information pretty soon. But this is what I made. It's for a newborn, probably like 0 to 3, and you could also flip out the edge like this if you wanted to. I did not use baby weight yarn, or nor did I use baby yarn. I used the regular yarn, acrylic, and it's just because I personally don't have any issues putting that on my kid's skin. I think it will be fine. Yeah, so let's get right into it. This is yarn that I have left over from a current project that I was hoping to be done with by now, but it's not, and a video would be coming out on it soon, probably afterwards. But I want to do something that pairs with it, and I'm going to do a beanie, a newborn beanie with this yarn that I have remaining. So these are all impeccable threads yarns from loop and threads. That's what it is. This is the smoke. This is a smoke. Really love this color. I've fallen in love with this color. It actually pairs with so many other different colors really well, and I'm also using it on my mood blanket. Definitely recommend. This is a navy. I don't have the exact name for it, so I'm not sure if it is navy on their tag. This is navy, and this is called Aruba. And as you see, I have the least amount of this, so I want to do 3 threads, and I'm thinking what I'm going to do is start off in the middle with this, so that at least if I don't have any more of it, I could just go back and forth between these two, and this could just be like the center tip of the hat. All right, let's get into it. Okie dokie, so I've done my starting loop, and I'm going to chain 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to create a loop. And pull through. So that's my loop, and then I am going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's that, and then I'm going to do 12 double crochets in the middle of this loop. Hi guys, back at it again with another project, and this one is probably one of the smaller projects that I've elected to do since I started crocheting. I don't know what it is with me choosing huge projects that I get bored of eventually, and I mean, I enjoy the outcome of everyone and I want to do them, but I think I need to start doing smaller projects with a shorter timeline in between, so 1, I could get videos out, but 2, so that I don't feel burnt out just doing the project, you know. So now we have 13 of these, and then you want to do a slip stitch. So you go to the top of what would have been that first stitch, you go through and you pull through. So while I'm joining this, I'm gonna bring up this thread. So I'm gonna join it with a slip stitch, but I'm not leaving the Aruba blue down. So I go through the top of this stitch here. I bring up the Aruba blue, I let it catch here, and I bring this through, and I bring this through, tighten that, and then I am going to add my smoke. Okay, and now I am going to do 2 double crochets in the first stitch, yarn over, through, yarn over, 1, 2, yarn over, in, yarn over, 1, 2, and then in this stitch after that I'm doing 1 double crochet. And then the stitch after that I'm doing 2 double crochets, and I go back and forth like that. So it's just 2 double crochets, and then I'm going to do 1 double crochet. Okay guys, so now we're gonna close this up. You're gonna hold these 2 strands because you want to pull it up into your next stitch. So we're gonna close this. You go through the top of that with your hook. You place this on your hook so that you catch it, and you pull this through. So that's 1, and then you pull this through the top. Awesome. There we go. And then we're going to start again with my Aruba blue. So I'm going to let go of that. Wrap this around my hands. I'm going to pull 1, 2, and pull that down, tighten that. And now, this is where it gets difficult to show with this setup that I have. So I am going to do, I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to do a front post stitch. Let's see if I can set up in a different way that makes sense. Okay, hopefully you can see here. And now I want to do a front post stitch. So I'll go on and I come to the front of this post. I do 1, yarn over, pull through, and I do a double crochet. Then I go over to the other stitch. I do another front post stitch, and yarn over, and then I'm going to switch to a single crochet. So I'm going to single crochet. I'm going to do this again because I don't think we were really able to capture what I wanted us to do. So do it one more time. We're going to do a double crochet to the front post of this stitch. Then we're moving on to the other stitch. We're doing another double crochet. And then the next stitch, we're going to do a single crochet. And then the other one, we do another single crochet. and we keep repeating that. So front post, double crochet, front post, double crochet, and then single crochet, 2 single crochet, and we repeat that again. Yarn over, front post, double crochet, yarn over, front post, double crochet, and then we go single crochet. And we kind of repeat that until we get to all the way around. So this is what it looks like so far. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to close it up. I'm going to bring up the other 2 threads. And then we're moving on with our navy. This Aruba blue is lasting longer than I anticipated. Our navy. Chain 2, 1, 2. Pull that Aruba blue down. Tighten. Chain 2, 1, 2. And then we're going to repeat the stitches that we did. So the one that we did front post, we're doing front post again, and then the ones that we did the single stitch, we're doing single stitch again. So just do that again. And this is kind of like a mix between a tutorial and just me figuring it out. I have never done this before, so you're kind of figuring it out with me, but if it works, right? It seems to be working, and I ain't mad. Sometimes I get really caught up in the like double stitch to single stitch, and I have to remember not to yarn over before my single stitch. The other thing is trying to not get your yarn all caught up in it all. I'm almost done with this, and it's taken me a gabillion days, and I could appreciate that. Like, I love my projects that take a little longer. Like, that's not the issue. It's just sometimes you just need to feel like you've accomplished something, and doing the more long-term projects, especially when it gets to like a monotonous part of it, like where you're just seeing one color all the time, or you're doing one stitch all the time, it could get really boring. Even though you're excited for the outcome. So sometimes you just need to do a project that could be finished quickly, but also could, you like what you're doing, you know? Okie dokie. And now I'm just gonna do 3 more rows of these colors. So 1 more of this, 1 more of this, and 1 more of this, and I will see you back there. Okay, and now I'm going to do a 3rd set, but instead of just doing 1 row, I'm going to double each color. I don't think that's going to happen for this one, but it's going to double for the other 2 colors. So this is how much I was able to do before the yarn finished. Now I'm wondering what I should do. I have 2 options that I'm thinking about. I do want to put his name somewhere on this, and it might be cool to just have like a designated like space for the name tag. So that's something I could do. That's an option. Or I can just continue with this color or navy. I don't know. What do you think? I guess you're gonna know what I'd end up doing. But I think I don't mind just having this little piece be that, and then but then he'll always have a back and a front. That's the next thing. Do I want him to have a back and a front, or do I just want to slip it in? And then even so, if I do, I still have to take this off because I'm going to have to pull, make sure that the thread is able to come through it if I decide to do that. I think I'm going to do this, but I'm going to have to redo it, and I'm going to put this underneath it. So I'm going to frog all of this, and I have so many projects that I want to like do that I have no idea how to do. I'm like teaching myself as I go, but I get so bored with like doing the same thing over and over that I like to mix it up. I'm at the stage where I want to learn something while I'm doing it, so I'm very unlikely gonna do something with the same stitch or the same method again. Different projects still like incorporate the same stitches. For example, like you can't really get away from the double and the single stitch. I've yet to do like a half double stitch in a project. You can't really get away from that, but like I've never like done something where that is supposed to, you know, become a doom before, so that's exciting. But I like, you know, the idea of like attaining a new skill or new knowledge with each project. Okay, so chain 1, and then we're going to do a single stitch, and then in between that single stitch and that chain 1, first we're going to yarn over and go in, then yarn over, pull out. It's 1, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull out. That's 2, and then yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull out. That's 3, and then we should have 7 loops on your hook, and then we want to yarn over and pull through all 7 loops. Might be a little difficult, especially for this first one. And then we're gonna skip a loop, and we're going to do 1 single crochet. So skip a loop, do 1 single crochet, and we're doing that again. I'm going back in between that single crochet and this like little knot that we just made. So again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through. One more time, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through. And we have 7 loops again, and we yarn over and pull through all of the loops. Believe it or not, I did this part of the video already. So this is the end result. I still have to sew in my strings, but as you see, I decided to pull out the Aruba blue instead of continuing it through, and the reason why is because it interfered with the stretch in it. So I decided against, you know, putting it through, and I'm just going to whip it back and forth within here and then cut it. And then when I was done with the navy, I also cut it, and I'm going to whip it back through. I'm going to do the same thing for this lighter blue, but this is what it looks like. I'm really happy. And you might be thinking, this is a bit thick, but remember, this is crochet, so it's a bit thicker in here. And I also am going to probably like fold it up like this, so that's also going to like make it a bit thicker and not as stretchy. So I'm really excited about it. I'm really happy, and look forward to seeing what the project that goes with this looks like. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.